Hi friends. So today I have come up with a new topic, Azure Migrate. So Azure Migrate is a service offered by Microsoft, which can be used to migrate your workload from on-premise to cloud, Azure cloud. So on-premise workload could be your physical box or could be your virtual servers, VMware, Hyper-V kind of. Okay. So let's move ahead. So to start with this, we need to do some prerequisite steps, which I already have done because this is a very simple and straightforward step. So that's why I've done it. And so first step was to set up the Hyper-V host and create a Hyper-V VM. So that I already have done to save the time here. So if I show you my, okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, if you can see my screen right here. Okay, so if you see this is my Hyper-V host machine, and under that I created the one Hyper-V VM running under it, and this is the screen of the Hyper-V VM. Okay, so the plan is that we are going to migrate this VM from this server to Azure cloud. So second step which I have done is to create a resource group. So the requirement is that I created two separate resource group, one for the migration project, another one for that to copy the VMs when I start replication. Also, I created two VNets, okay, and subnet as well. So VNet and subnet range is almost exactly same, because when I'm replicating, that VM will go to that first VNet, and after that it will migrate to test VNet for testing purpose. And as well as I also need a storage account, which I have done that. I also created a storage account where I can store my data initially. So if you see the resource group, let me show you resource group what I have done right now. So if I go to my resource group, you can see this, right? The two resource group I have created. One is az-migrate-vm-rg, and then az-project-rg. So these two resource group already are created, as well as I also created a storage account, which I can show you. Okay. Before that, let me show you the VNet as well, so that you can get idea how it was that. So under this, you can see that two VNet I created. One is migration-VNet, and other one is test.VNet. Okay, both have same range, where I put address range is 10.8 0/0/16, and this is my subnet. I have created a one subnet 10.8.0.0/24. So I have done with the Hyper-V setup. I've done with the resource group, and as well as the VNet as well, and subnet. And now the last thing is that about the storage account, which I can show you here. So this is my storage account, which is I will be using for this migration purpose. Okay, so we are ready here, guys. So I think you got the idea, right? These are the very basic steps which I'm going to which you have to do initially, and then after that you can move it ahead. So let me move to next point. Over here, the first phase of migration is that to do discovery and assessment is very important. So to discovery and assessment, you have to create a project. That is a requirement of this service. So if I go to Azure Migrate service, you can see this, right? This is the page. When you go to the page, this is the initial page you will get, and when you click on this, you will land over here. Okay, my requirement to start with the Windows, Linux, and SQL Server option, because I am going to migrate my Hyper-V VM. Okay, over here. So now this is I have to do. So over here I have created the one project specifically for doing this activity. So this is again very basic step where I have to create a project, and I have to put that under the one resource group. Okay, that is a very simple step. And also you will get an option to select the your zone. So a region, I would say, not zone, region. So I have selected my geographic region as well here. So that is done. Now the next point here is that deploying and configuring the Azure Migrate appliances. So it is a very important step where you are going to migrate your application, okay, and migrate appliances, and that will that will help you to start discovery. And once the discovery complete, then next step is to do the assessment. You will check the assessment, and then you will create an assessment, okay. And once we will complete this step, then we'll go to next step where we are doing actual migration, okay, where we need to download one agent, Azure Site Recovery agent, which help us to do a migration. So it will replicate the object, okay. So then second step, it will help us to start replication where the object will be replicated from on-premise to a cloud. And then before doing actual migration, it is always recommended to test the migration. So we will do that test. We will do that as well. And after that, at the last, we will do a actual migration. So we will see that, okay, step by step. So let me move ahead. Okay, so let me go to my first screen. Over here, I will click on the discovery. Discover, to start a discovery assessment, I will click on discover. Over here, I have to, first step is to generate a key. Okay, so to generate a key, I have to give a name. So let me give a name, Sagar, okay, app, for example. And then I will generate a key over here. So key generation will take some time. It's taking a time right now, it's getting created. And then second time still it is happening. What I will do next is that I will download the Azure appliance, okay. So there is two options they have given me. One is that I can download the OVA file, okay, or I can directly take a zip file, okay. If you see this, the OVA is a machine image which you can import in your existing setup, and in that everything will be installed. So Azure Migrate appliance will be installed inside that. So you can use that Azure appliances from there. Or else, what other step I have is that I can click here, can download the zip file, okay, this is a PowerShell script which I will execute, and this PowerShell script will install this Azure Migrate appliance on my machine. Okay, I will show you that. I will prefer this option because it is very quick and I don't want to create another machine right now. So let it be. So this is happening. So I will let it go. But till the time I already downloaded the PowerShell script which I can execute right now. So this is my VM host over here. Let me go to my here, right? Over here you can see this is my Azure Migrate Hyper-V script which I will execute. Okay, so let me just give me 1 minute, guys. Let me quickly confirm that before executing it. Okay. Okay, so I think I will execute. I will execute this. Sorry, my point is that I think this is not a right script. The script is when I downloaded a zip file, when I expand it or extract it. This is a folder which I got it. Okay, in that PowerShell, and in that PowerShell script, you can see this script I have to execute. So this script, when I run this script, it will install this kind of stuff. Right? It will install assessment service, it will install this discovery service, okay, for Hyper-V, and then also it will install auto update. Also it will install that the web binding and registry for trusted site. So this script also execute along with that. So let me execute that. Okay, let me go here, open, click on open. Okay, let me take this service, take this script, and I will execute that. Okay, if you see this, if you see the requirement, you can get to know about a lot of stuff here, that what are things are going to happen. So you are trying to create a assessment and discovery service over here. Okay, let me execute it from here. So again, it will take some time. Let me click always run. Okay, let me put yes here. Yes. Okay, this is already being used for one more migration. That's why it is showing that. So now it will remove the previous install agent and install the new agent. Okay, the discovery agent I required here, as well as the assessment agent I require here. So that is going to happen here right now. Okay, I can show you that as well once it is installed. So let me go back to them and see whether the key is generated or not. Let me see. Yeah, I got the key. So let me copy this key and let me copy and paste this key somewhere. So it helps me to use it when I require. So let me delete the previous key which I already had. So let me create a new. Let me create a new file here. Okay, migrate key. Migrate key. Put this. This is my key which I'm going to use it. I will show you where to use it. So let me copy and paste it, and then let me see. Okay, let me see the status of PowerShell script. Okay, so let me put it no. Okay, okay. So my installation has been completed. So let me see. Let me go back. See now, once I install that script, I can see this one shortcut here. This is my web UI of Azure Migrate Appliance Configuration Manager. Let me double click on this. Okay, you can now it will open it. Will take some time. Okay, okay, we'll just give some time to this. Okay, good. So now, if you see this application manager will check the basic stuff, check the connectivity with Azure, whether from this machine you can assist to Azure or not. This will be checked. Then second is it will check the time sync with Azure. Okay, and then it will also check the update. So once you are done with this, okay, once you're done with this, then the key which you have downloaded from the Azure portal, which you have to put it here. Okay, let me side by side do that as well. So let me open this file again. Let me copy this and let me paste it here, okay, in this console. Okay, the update is still running, so we need to give some more time to this. Okay, let me see the now cursor I can see. See, I have copied that. Okay, but this log option will not be visible to me till the above step get complete. So we'll give some more time to get it complete. And once we are done with this, then I need to log in. I need to click on login. Okay, and once after login, after that, you have to create one credential here. Okay, that credential we will create. Okay, this credential will help you to do discovery of Hyper-V VMs. And then at the last step, it will discover the host. Okay? I will show you in step by step. So we'll wait some time. So now you can see that. So my status of the update has been done. When I am now already put my key here. Let me log in. Okay. So it will let me copy this. Okay, copy code and login. Let me copy also. So let me put this here and next. Okay, so let me log in again. Okay, continue. So I have login also done. Okay, now you can see this, right? I logged in with this key. So it will take again some time. If you see this, it will take some time to initiate the application registration. So if you see here, that our registration with Azure Migrate service is completed. Now we'll move to next, where we will create a credentials. Okay, this credential will do a discovery for me. Let me put credentials name. User one. User one. I will create. Okay, I will create one user for now. Let me move ahead. Let me now. Next step is to add discovery source. So I put add discovery source. Let me put 10.0.1 and verify. User one, right? Let me try one more time. Before that, let me see. IP config. Okay, 10. This is IP I'm looking for user one. Okay, save. Okay, now you can see that right, it is completed. Revalidate. Version failed. Version failed is user one, player user one. Okay, let me try one more thing. User two, student. Okay, let me delete this and try one more time. So before that, let me capture what is the user two. Okay, okay, 10.0.2.1, comma user two. Verify. Let me see. Okay, great. It's done now. Let me start discovery. So discovery again will take some time. If you see this, it will take 2 minutes per host. Okay, and once it complete, then it will see the result over here as well. These things you can see this. The status is that wait for application to be connected and discovery to be completed. Performance data to be collected. So this is going on right now here in this section. So once this complete, this status will also change, okay, at same time. So we'll give some time here. So now if you see this, the discovery is completed. Okay, now let me go back here and see, right? I can see you on Discord server. I can see in this list. Now my discovery phase is completed. Okay, so we'll go back to PPT again. So my discovery phase is complete right now. Now the next thing is that I will go to assessment phase. So to start with assessment phase, let me go back. Let me click here, click on Azure VM. Okay, let me put details. Okay, right, fine. Let me do edit. Okay, here. Over here, I'm just trying to make sure that all options are correctly set or not. Okay, here let me use East US. East US location is this. Reserve, I don't want to reserve anything, no reserve instance. Okay, VM series, I will select any series, available series right now. I will go with DS V3 for time being. Okay, and remaining things I will keep it as it is. So now let me save it. Okay, fine. Now let me move ahead. Okay. So let me put a name here, assessment name. Assessment 1. Group again is it assessment one group. Fine. Okay. I'm talking about a Hyper-V only, so I will just Hyper-V. Okay. See this VM, I can see this VM right now. This VM discovered. So I am creating the assessment right now. So let me create assessment. So once it is complete, it will show me the result, whether that VM is ready to migrate and what will be the additional cost if I run that VM in Azure. Okay, so this overview. Okay, fine. So over here, I have to click on overview, and then I can just click on assessment. So over here, you can see that assessment is completed, and I can see the result over here. Let me click on this. You can see that if I migrate this VM, I have to pay around 71 USD per month and 3 USD per month for storage. Okay, and this VM is ready for migration. Okay, and storage, if I'm using one storage account, that is cost around $3 per month. Okay, so this is nothing but the same cost. This cost is same. Okay, so you have to pay almost $74.42 around. Okay, and then so this is done now. So we'll move to next. So next is, now we are done with this phase as well, right, guys? And now we'll move to next, where we are doing actual migration. So here, do actual migration, what you have to do, that we will see now. Okay, over here, when you come over here, you have to click on this. Okay, and now over here you have to select Hyper-V, and then you will select the location which you're looking for. Okay. H2S. Okay. Let me confirm it. Okay, and create resource. So this will take again some time. So my plan is that to move this VM from H2S location from on-premise to the H2S location in Azure Cloud. Okay. So now I'm creating the resource right now. Once it is done, then I will go to the next step. Now, if you see here that I created a resources. So in that resource, now I can see I have to download the Hyper-V application provider. That is nothing but a Azure Site Recovery provider exe, which I am going to install. And I also need to pass the key. So key I will download here. So this is my key, which I'm going to use it. Okay, this key I will pass when I run the this Azure Site Recovery provider.exe. So this is already on my machine. Let me show you over here. Okay, let me show you over here. Okay. Okay, so this is already on my machine. Let me rerun it. Okay, update, I will keep it off for now. Okay, so fine, I will install it. So now what we are doing, we are installing the Azure Recovery Service Agent, okay, which will help me to duplicate my object from on-premise to cloud. So it will take some time. We'll give some time to this. What I've done here is that I have registered the Azure Site Recovery Vault. Okay, and followed this step, and the key I downloaded on this tape. Okay, this key I passed, and then I register with Azure Recovery Vault. Now I will click on finish. Okay, let me refresh this. You can see one object will be discovered. Okay, let me again take this. See, can you see this? Now the one object you can see discover here, Hyper-V host. Let me finalize registration. Okay, so now what will happen? So this process will start replicating. Okay, so start replicating with the virtual machines. So now this is the final step where I'm actually starting replicating the item or replicating the virtual machines. Okay, so it takes some time. If you see the screen, it will take up to 10 to 15 minutes to complete. So we need to wait for some time to get it complete. So we have done this part. Replication registration is completed. Now we have to do actual replications. Okay, so we can go here. Let me go to Azure Migrate. Let me go here, and then okay, let me go down. Let me choose the correct project, which I am going to be using right now. Okay, so let me go down, and then I have to click on replicate. Okay, in replication, I am going to place the target now. Okay, Hyper-V is selected, then I set to virtual machine. Okay, so apply migration setting from the Azure Migrate assessment. So assessment, whatever I assess that VM I'm trying to get here. Okay, this VM I will achieve here. After that, I will select target setting. Target setting, I'm going to select the VNet which I created initially. Okay, also I select the virtual. Also select. I will select the storage account. Then VNet. Okay, subnet will be selected automatically. So my VM will come here in this VNet. Okay, once it replicate. Then next, compute. I think it will come. Windows. This VM is this. Let me change the name. Hyper-V VM 1. Okay. Let me go next. Disk. I will select all disks which are existing with that VM. Tag. Next. Duplicate. Yes. Now my application has started. Actually, and this application will take some time to complete. Okay, you can see the status here. So I can go and check the status. Let me duplicate tab. Over here, let me come here. Store item is there. Let me take some time. Okay, you can see the status here. It is not yet complete, so we'll give some time to this. So you have to keep watching this VM to be VM replication. So if you come here, okay, this is the overview. So we are now doing this step, right? So if you go to replicating machines over here, you can need to check the status. Once the status is protected, that means this VM is ready for migration. So now, before doing the actual migration, what we will do? We will do a test migration. So I'm just doing a test migration here. Okay, I'm selecting test VNet, test migration. So now my VM will be created, and it will come under this as a test VNet. Okay, you will come to know in a while. Okay, so that's the next point. And once the test migration complete, then we will do actual migration. So before actually starting the migration, we will delete this test migration phase also. Okay, so I think this will start now. You can see the status over here. The migration has been started. Okay, so this is a test migration. Again, I'm repeating. So now if you go to PPT, then you can see this. We are now on this stage where we are doing a test migration. Once test migration can complete, then that means my VM is ready for actual migration, and then I will do an actual migration from here. Okay, in this step. So I will show you that as well. So again, we need to wait for some time to this migration get complete. Okay, so you can see the status over here. It is still running. So we need to wait once it is ready, then we'll proceed. So now the test migration is also complete. Okay, how can I check that? I can show you. You have to go to replicating app machines, and if you go to in this stage, you can see that. See, you have test payload pending. So this is complete, and now this is last stage I have to do. So do I have to check? How can I check this? Let me go to virtual machine, and you can see now. See, the VM is created now for testing purpose. So I can log in into that VM and I can test whether I can get I can see all the data or not inside that. Okay. So this comes under this, right? Now the last stage which remaining here is that to do a migration. So before that, let me quickly do a cleanup. Okay. So I will do that, and after completing that, we will do actual migration. Okay. Clear, guys? Give me some time. I will clean this up, and then we'll start actual migration. Okay. So my migration is my test migration is clean up now. How can I check this? I can go here, and I can see the status now. This is protected. So I have came back to original state from where I started the test migration. Okay. So now if I click on that VM, I've done this. Now I will click on the migrate. This is last stage which I'm going to do right now. Okay, so this is option I will they will give me whether I want to shut down my virtual machines which is running on premises. I choose yes or no. It's up to me. Okay, so I can choose no as of now, and just I will start migration. So this will start migrating, and now I can see a new machine will be listed here in this section. So this will take some time. So we'll wait for some time, and then we will resume once this machine is up. So now if you see this third point, step 3, where you can see the migration is complete. Okay, how can I check that? I can go to replicating machines, go to others, failover completed, and now I can see a new VM will be listed here. See, hyper dash VM 1 is now is exist, right? So I can use this VM for my work now. Okay, now what else? So so we have completed all the steps which I have mentioned in the PPT, right? So just to highlight here is that when you use the Hadoop Migrate service, it is not a single service which done all work for which will do all work for you. You have to use other services as a recovery vault and Azure site recovery. This also comes with that. Okay, when you start doing the actual migration. So please keep note of it. And when you do the actual migration, please refer this video. And if you have any comments, please do let me know. Thank you for watching this session. I hope it helpful for you for future migration. Keep learning, you keep growing.